I'm Rico, and this is Rico Reacts. Today is Friday, so you know what that means? It is time for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We are on episode 3. Today's episode is going to be called Power Broker. So if you were watching with me, or if you were just watching before, you'll know that Sam and Bucky went out and they are going to meet Baron Zemo. If you don't know who Baron Zemo is or can't remember from the movies, if you remember the movie Civil War, he is the one that was able to split apart the Avengers without even laying a finger on them. He was the one that drove that wedge between Cap and Iron Man. What they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out how these people, the Flag Smashers, are able to get themselves enhanced. They have a super soldier serum of some kind. Now, hopefully that gets answered in this episode, and basically we're going to be halfway through this season or this series right after this episode. So things have got to be moving much more quickly in these next 2 episodes to really wrap this all up and bring a satisfying conclusion. I really expect more banter. I expect more fun between Bucky and Sam. I think we're going to get a more serious tone in this episode just because of the fact that they are going to visit with Baron Zemo. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of playful back and forth. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. Also, we still have not seen Sharon Carter. Agent 13 from Winter Soldier. She's the one that kissed Captain America and also happens to be Peggy's granddaughter. But we know she's in this show. She's been in the credits. She's in the trailer as well. So it's only a matter of time before she finally shows up. At the end of the day, what is the end game of the Flag Smashers? Like, what is their purpose? What are they trying to do? Besides, obviously, they're trying to feed the world. They're trying to make sure that people don't forget about the people who were left behind in the blip, the people who stayed on Earth, who didn't know how to reconcile with everything that was going on. They feel like more attention is being given to the people who came back than the people who stayed, and so they're trying to pool resources, even if it means stealing it and carrying it out somewhere else. I understand the cause, and it's a noble cause. Now it's just a matter of how they're going about it and how did they get that super soldier serum in order to enhance themselves, and what kind of repercussions does that bring, because it's not so easy to just take the serum and just be all fine and dandy. Alright guys, I think that's plenty of pre-show discussion. I think it's about time we get started on episode 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Laws and borders. This is a very pandemic ad, using all these, in these unprecedented times. Alright, fake Captain America. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, John Walker? He doesn't have super soldier serum or anything, you know?
So we bet on someone who's got a better hand.
So they're gonna try to most likely piggyback off of what Sam and Bucky are doing, and then try to take the credit, most likely.
We have a history together, trust me.
Yeah, you shouldn't go in alone though, because maybe he uses that trigger phrase from Civil War. Oh no.
Those days are over. Someone recreated the super soldier serum.
He's a bit surprised.
What are you talking about? You want to break Zemo out of jail? Where the hell are we?
Whoa. Wait a minute, whoa. We went from let's talk to Zemo to let's break him out of jail.
You think the Wakandans forgot about it? It's a rhetorical question. They didn't.
Great point. Oh, is this really happening, or is this just him imagining that it would happen?
I don't like how casual you're being about this. It's unnatural.
It wasn't a hypothetical, it was real.
Well, you're going back to prison. If I may. No!
It's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask, because it's like, that is the one guy that did everything to the Avengers, you know? So far, good opening to episode 3. We have a breakout from prison. What else could we get? The mask. This is the famous mask from the comics. This is what he wears.
My family was royalty until your friends destroyed my country.
That's right, Baron Zemo. Daniel Bruhl is a very, very good actor that hasn't been given enough to do. Like, he does have like great roles, but I wish there would be like one giant role that he would be the star of a movie.
I told him about Trouble Man. He wrote it in that book. You hear it? What'd you think? Didn't like it?
I liked it. It is a masterpiece, James. Captures the African American experience.
Oh God.
He's out of line, but he's right.
America's super soldiers is that we put them on pedestals.
Watch yourself.
They become symbols, and then we start to forget about their flaws.
You guys talk about it like it's Skull Island.
Skull Island. It was Godzilla versus Kong this week, so it's funny that they mention it. Get a more detailed, intimate look at the people she's trying to help. It creates a sympathetic anti-hero, because I don't want to label her as a villain just because of what she's doing. I think it's better to label her an anti-hero, a radical, or even a vigilante. So that's what I'm going to label her for now. But apparently she's a caring person who wants to help people in need. What is that suit?
American, aka the Smiling Tiger.
Even has a bad nickname.
Ah, yes, the montage of the criminal underworld. People putting stuff in illegal places, people carrying around guns openly, prostitutes walking around. You gotta make it look like a bad place to be, you know? Oh God, people recording. Of course they are. Oh, there's that Winter Soldier theme. I mean, is it 90 years? Like 70 years of just constantly attacking and coming to the aid of Hydra whenever necessary. That's still gonna be inside you. Don't pick up. Don't pick up.
Answer it. On speaker.
Their cover's about to be blown. So be dead. Oh, already. Here we go. Now some exciting action that this series is known for. Hey, Sharon Carter.
I stole Steve's shield, remember? I also took the wings for your ass so that you could save his ass from his ass.
Hey.
Look, you know the whole hero thing is a joke, right? Before you were his pet psychopath, you were Mr. America, Cap's best friend.
Oh, she's kind of awful now.
Nagel works for the power broker.
Who is the power broker? Now I need to know. I love that she's become jaded. That her own government turned on her and now she's on the run. Even though she was standing up for the right thing, she can't even go back home. I do like this side. I do like these intricacies of getting different sides of the story, different sides of viewing the situation. So I really enjoy that. Yeah, go Sharon. Let's go. Ooh, caught him right in the arm. Oof.
Blood samples from an American test subject with semi-stable traces of serum.
Oh no.
Optimized. Perfect.
So it wasn't going to turn someone like Steve Rogers, puny and tiny, into someone jacked. It was going to work within their system. That's actually not bad. Whoa.
What did you do?
So he killed the only person who was able to create the super soldier serum.
You're supposed to follow me.
Where are we now? That's not the time!
Oh, that's right, because he was like a crazy good soldier back when he was in Sokovia. Ooh, right through the shoulder, dude.
Told you I can't. Just get me that part and you promised me.
Ah, man. I thought we would get a little more, Sharon. I wonder how big of a mission this is that they're kind of worrying about it.
Lamar, if we
get the job done. You really think they're gonna sweat us on the how?
Okay, so we're going to start seeing them play not so much by the rules, a little dirty. Let's see how it works out for them.
Before you go and destroy it, I'm gonna take it from him myself.
Oh.
There were still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
I get it. You want to be the hero, but I guess you got to make a demonstration. I really didn't think that we would get this much Baron Zemo, but I'm glad. I'm very glad that we did. Because again, I like Daniel Bruhl a lot. I think he's a great actor, so the more we get from him, the better.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Hey! Oh, we are getting Wakanda in this. Let's go. Yes. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. They mentioned it earlier. Very good tease. Man, that was good. That's what I'm talking about. Integrating the entire universe into this story. Fantastic. Guys, that was episode 3 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Hey, we are getting an expanded world within this universe. I thought they were going to try to keep it as tight as they could, but again, it's Marvel, so other things were bound to show up. So, when they made that reference to Wakanda early in the episode, in my mind, I didn't quite trigger it. I didn't think, oh, that means that Wakandans are going to show up, but here we are. We have a member of the Dora Milaje coming in, so that means that they want Zemo, especially for what he did. He's the one that killed King T'Chaka in Civil War when he blew up that UN meeting. So it's exciting. It's very exciting. I want to see who is the power broker. That is the biggest question, because we didn't get any mention of that before this, and now all of a sudden we have the power broker. So we got another mysterious villain out there. So it's only a matter of time before we see him. Maybe we'll see him or her in the next episode. But now that's something intriguing, because our big bad is not Zemo. Our big bad is not Carly. Carly is a helper of the people. So there's going to be a big fight coming. Who is the big bad of the show? That's the biggest question that I have right now, because every Marvel property has to have some type of big bad pulling the strings, or that is the antagonist for everything, but we haven't quite seen it here. We've seen anti-heroes happen here. Carly is an anti-hero. She is wanting to fight for the people, but she's doing it in a different way. You have obviously Sam and Bucky, they're the heroes. We have Sharon now in the picture, which I thought we were going to see more of her, but I'm glad of what we saw was very good. She can hold her own in a fight. I mean, she was taking guys out left and right. That's great. We also have John Walker and his sidekick Battlestar. Cue Bucky wanting to get out of the car at that moment. So they are going to come into the picture in, I would say, a negative way, most likely, because it seems like they're going to try to go rogue or off script, not follow the rule book, and try to do what is necessary to get the information and to handle this threat. So that could come at the cost of whatever Sam and Bucky are doing. Overall, I think it's a very good episode. Again, so glad that they were able to get Daniel Bruhl for such a long period of time. And he looks like he's going to be a steady player going throughout the show, at least from what we've seen, because at the end of the episode, him and Sam are working together. They're going somewhere. They're trying to get more info as to how they could get to Carly, the leader of the Flag Smashers. So at the end, that means that Zemo, not necessarily a good guy or anything, but he's on the good side for now. He may have his ulterior motives, and he may want to do something himself, like for example when he killed that scientist who was able to recreate the super soldier serum. You know, he's gonna go rogue, but at the time being, you got to take the good with the bad, especially when you're trying to find out information in a shady way. I think that's just about it for this episode. I really want to see how they get to Carly, because they're going to have to find her eventually. I do want to know who the power broker is. That is a very good question. And now that the Wakandans are in the picture, how are they going to incorporate them into the story? Are they going to try to negotiate for Zemo to be given back to them? Or given to them for what he did to King T'Chaka? I don't know, but it's an exciting premise. So, hey, great job, Marvel, on this episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier. So that was great fun. If this is your first time checking out a video, thank you for checking out this video of episode 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You could go ahead and check out our other episodes down in my channel, or you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That's probably the most important thing, because if you like this video, other people will like this video. So more subscribers, it helps spread it around. Tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you really like the episode? Is there anything that maybe you weren't a fan of? Let me know in the comments. Also, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. Also, one more thing, if you are already a subscriber and you enjoy the content, I also have more content outside of YouTube, and that is Always the Critic Podcast. It's a movie podcast where me and my co-host Jessica Furpy go ahead and talk about the latest movies that come out on a weekly basis. And if you really want to support us, we also have a Patreon. You could go ahead and check down in the description below. You can check out for as little as $2 a month. You'll get a backlog of our podcasts, ones that have been archived. You'll get your name not only on the podcast, but also here in YouTube. So here at the end of the video, I'll either put it somewhere here or here, but you'll get your name as a Patreon donor, and I would greatly appreciate that. Well, that's it for this episode. My name is Rico, and this has been Rico Reacts.